Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Want to talk about the creation of a huge emulator that looks to be in the works. We'll talk about that, have an update on one of the most popular PC games at the moment. Battlebit Remastered has just taken the PC gaming world by storm, and we'll talk about that. And we have a bit of an update on the Steam Deck, just an interesting note on that. But first of all, as noted on DSO Gaming, the creators of RPCS3 are working on a PlayStation 4 emulator. The PS4 emulator is in very early development stage, and when it's said very early, it's very, very early. It is not at the point where it can boot any PlayStation 4 games, so it is something that is going to take quite a bit of time, so don't be expecting to utilize it anytime in the near future. Right now, there is the PlayStation 4 emulator of Spine, and there was 125 PS4 games running it, and DSO Gaming shared a video on that a few months ago, and this new one, RPCSX, is still very much in early development, as I mentioned. Now, this is interesting. RPCS3 is, like emulators in general, super, super cool, but I think RPCS3 is valued at such a high level because of the lack of PlayStation 3 preservation. And, you know, PlayStation 4 titles, the thing is, in the PS4 era, I feel like PC gaming really took off in that era, and most games in that era are coming to PC. There are exclusives, obviously, that haven't come to PC, but that's even changing. So the necessity of an emulator, I feel like, is going to lessen when games are just coming to PC anyway. When you look at the PlayStation 3 era, there are so many games that just haven't come to PC, and that's true for the PlayStation 4 as well. Don't get it twisted, but for the PS3, it's like exponentially more so in my eyes. Emulation is just cool technology, and you know, when I got into PC gaming, it was one of the things that really hooked me into PC gaming. It's just a PS4 emulator, while it could be pretty cool, and, you know, Uncharted Nathan Drake Collection, and obviously Uncharted's on PS3 as well, and RPCS3 is the PS3 emulator, but, you know, there's titles like a Nathan Drake Collection, there's titles like a Bloodborne, of course, where certainly those games have not yet come to PC, but what I am hoping for is that those games at some point will just come to PC anyway, and, you know, we can preserve games that way, where the games are just available on storefronts. But, you know, having the option for preserving them through ports on PC, or preserving them through their own original versions via emulation, or via, you know, backwards compatibility on console, that is effective as well. What emulation offers is options, even with games being available on other storefronts. I am interested to see, you know, how a PS4 emulator can ultimately turn out, and maybe I'm pushing it a little bit too much as far as how many games PC is getting, because look, we got a couple of PlayStation 4 exclusives on PC, Horizon, Days Gone, but there's a God of War, of course, but there's an abundance that aren't available. Spider-Man, of course, available as well, but you go back and, you know, Killzone Shadowfall, Infamous Second Son, Bloodborne, you can go on and on, but at the very least, these days, it seems like the majority of third parties are bringing their titles to PC as well. But even that's not 100% of the times. You look at games like 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rimmer, and Odin Sphere Left Tracer, those games aren't on PC, so even then, it's just more often than not these days, third parties will bring their games to PC. So, you know, a PS4 emulator obviously going to be incredibly ambitious, but we'll see how it ultimately does turn out and ultimately how it does evolve. Alright, moving on from that, Battlebit Remastered. Boy, oh boy, has this game just taken the gaming world by storm with its appeal and how well it's doing. I saw PC Gamer put out an article about why this game is so successful, and maybe it's just because it's a $15 game, and that's it. It's a whole lot of game for your $15, and it's not monetized, you know, to the end of the world, so to speak, but you know, the game has done very, very well, still in early access, but it's, you know, it's got a very, very consistent player base. Like, right now, we're talking 42,000 people in the game right now, and I expect that to just build and build, especially with the ease of accessibility to the game, with it being just $15. And there was a post on the Steam news section. Hello, everyone. First things first, we cannot be more grateful for the overwhelming reception that Battlebit Remastered has received upon its release. We became the best-selling game on Steam, and our record-high concurrent player count blew our expectations out of the water. We'd like to reiterate that our team is dedicated to this game and its future. Early access is just the beginning. With your help, we'll continue to improve, expand, and polish the experience that you have in front of you today. This will remain true whether or not we maintain this level of popularity, so have no concerns about us dropping the game. That was never an option. Here's a quick report on how early access has been progressing and our future plans. First week, It was smooth. We didn't have too many server issues. There were routing issues across NA, EU, AS, but with player reports, some of them were resolved. We received a significant number of DDoS attacks on all of our servers continuously, some of them literally a day long. However, we were prepared beforehand. Our firewall caused sporadic packet losses here and there, but no major issues arose. We were able to focus on quality of life improvements, new content, and bug fixes. Second week, more fixes were determined. A determined group of individuals who previously failed to take down our servers found a weak point in our firewall and started attacking any servers. This caused DDoSing servers that content creators were in to inflict as much damage to Battlebit's reputation as possible. As a result, these attacks on our game server, our server scheduling system also malfunctioned, which significantly affected our development. We had to focus on collecting attack data, analyzing it, and working on fixing this flaw in our firewall. We did not want to make a public statement alerting other people who had failed to take down our servers about this flaw in our firewall until it was patched. They fixed it. They patched our firewall, monitored the attacks, and confirmed that the weakness in our firewall is indeed fixed in NA, EU, AS, and AUS. Future plans, they also continue, more development, quality of life improvements, recruit a team that specializes in detecting cheats and weeding out possible cheaters, and new weapons, gadgets, maps, remakes of existing maps. Now, off the top, I did say, this is a $15 game and you get a whole lot of game and not much, you're not monetizing it to the end of the world. But let's be real, there have been other games like this. I think Battlebit Remastered is a concoction of a lot of different things. Obviously, it being a quality game received very well. I think it's an interesting presentation style of a game style like this does take it a lot far, and it's definitely, an interesting presentation style with a little bit of that Battlefield vibe of yesteryear. So, having all that together at $14.99, they've created something that people have really gravitated towards. And hey, it shows that you can still make a multiplayer title, pay to play, and it can still do very, very well. It'll be interesting to see how this game continues to develop. I imagine that at some point they'll want to get this game out on other platforms. And, it's not a super intensive game, of course, so it's not going to be super difficult to get it on other platforms. But nice to see a game like this done by a small group of people do very, very well. And hopefully it continues to see immense success and they can keep that positive momentum rolling. Lastly, I do want to note Steam Deck is currently the #1 top seller on Steam with its discount right now. Now, this discount actually outpaces the previous discount that the Steam Deck had, which was 10% off on every Steam Deck model. This one is up to 20% off. Keyword up to 20%. So the base model, 64 gigabytes, is 10% off. The mid model, which is 256 gigabyte, that's 15% off, and top tier model is 20% off. That's with the 512 gigabyte NVMe. But looks like this has pushed a lot of people to pick up a Steam Deck as well, which is great to see. Man, these portable gaming PC platforms, they are really popping off. Personally, I have a deck. I have an ROG Ally. I am an ROG Ally fan now. Like, the ROG Ally is for me. I know a lot of people say that they like the feel of the deck better in their hands. I completely disagree on that. That's probably, like, me being in the absolute minority of opinions as far as that goes, but I feel like the Ally just fits so much better and is way more comfortable to hold in your hands. That's just my 2 cents. I love the deck as well. I play the hell out of the deck. The ROG Ally is my cup of tea, and I know a lot of people will flock at the 1080p screen on a 7-inch screen or whatever, that it's not necessarily, but man, some of those games look really good. Like, I've been playing a bit of Final Fantasy 13 on my Ally, and 1080p on that game looks much better than what it did on the deck. The deck screen is fine, but I'm really, really enjoying my time with the Ally. The performance difference isn't gargantuan by any stretch of the imagination, but it's sizable enough. Not sizable enough where I think for the majority of people, if you already have a deck, go buy an Ally, but I wanted to check out the Ally, and I am very happy with the purchase of that. But I was very happy with the purchase of the deck as well. So this is a market that definitely has some legs to it, and I imagine a lot of other manufacturers are going to try to get into the market, but hopefully at some point Valve rolls out a version 2. Asus continues to develop with their ROG Ally. I think there's a lot of potential for that going forward. But that is going to do it for me. Again, a major emulator in the works with the PlayStation 4 emulator, Battlebit Remastered. Going to get a plethora of updates going forward. Of course, still in early access, but crushing it in all regards. And Steam Deck is now the global #1 top seller on Steam. That is with, the summer sale running right now, although the deck is a part of the summer sale, all things considered. And when you're talking about the deck, it's a platform to play a bunch of games where games are just their individual games. But I digress. That'll do it for me. Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.